Yeah.
Oh, Fantasy Player from Austin. He said, I was hard to Fantasy Player. I didn't really try to.
I ran them in my like a GT in like August. They were forced.
They have great damage, but they just problem is delivery and keeping them there.
And a lot.
If they don't if they don't do enough damage, they stop. A lot of times I was using them like the scores. They're also great against like Deep Circle, Deep Strike. I'm on Aspect Stand. You know, Aspect Stand is not something you want.
All the stuff they failed actually.
Here, that's live.
Putting in those you do a massive amount of damage, and then sound
John did. Okay, and I just angled it down.
I will say, Age of Sigmar model.
I'm that.
That looks good. But if you're like a Sigmar player, they all
Who's any of those?
You know how long it says a sack cross list? You be more careful when you play.
I felt like that.
I can't do it.
First one.
Oh, it's hurting. Oh, it's hurting all over.
I reversed the turn on turn 2. My entire
Not anymore. I can't even sit cross legged. Well, look at the game, the armies that have broken the game. The armies that love having a back-to-back turn, like Flash and the Zombie Dragon. My brain is.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Because both of those factions, one had to be nerfed into the ground in order for it to be playable, and now Slash is driving up everything to the point where they have events where people just agree not to bring it. There's been tournaments. There's been tournaments with Slash where there's 2 or 3 secrets on top of their normal, just based off their rule sets. So they have like 3 extra keepers of secrets and then
Okay. Do we have people watching? Let's see. This is a plot by the lower 99% of the ITC. They now all have smallpox. That's not good. No.
I mean, I've been seeing things for a couple days. It's quite possible.
All right, everybody. Well, we made it. Alex has no more hair?
Yeah.
Where is he? There he is. Oh, beautiful. Yes.
Couldn't even find him.
I was looking for the hair, but there's none.
You should look for the glare.
Okay, so we got some stuff to do here to wrap us up. First of all, and most important, the grand total. Okay, first of all, last year we made $6,700. We were very excited about that. This year, grand total $12,060. Yeah, well, I said 12.5 was what would be really exciting as a huge stretch goal, but that's a lot. That's fine. I'm happy. That money will go to Child's Play like this week. I will send it over to them. That is just great. If you think about how much of an impact that can make, I guess they can't really see me. I'll stand over here. Well, I didn't want to be in front of everybody. Oh, this is not going well. Okay, here we are. Okay, so if you think about, this. Sorry, I'm walking across the room. Okay, if you think about how much that means that they can do, how much money can be raised, how much money can be raised by just a bunch of nerds getting together for a weekend in a house, it's really, really wonderful. Let's thank a few of the people that made this possible. I'd like to start with Stephanie for making sure we roll well fed. This is great. I'm now standing where I want to be, but they can't see me. That's fine. I also want to thank Harrison Jewell for accidentally having the International House. Commonwealth. He had like sleeping at his house. He had like 4 Canadians and a Brit and an Aussie.
One Alaskan, but he doesn't count.
Yeah. Well, he's basically a Canadian.
Yeah.
So.
Canada's
annexing.
So that was
Caicos, man.
So that was absolutely great. I also would like to thank all of the podcasts that help support this. I don't want to go through them all again. They'll get lots of links, but many of the people in this room create content for Warhammer. Certainly, we had a great deal of sponsors that sent product. Lots of people donated stuff. Hammerhead Games was particularly helpful, as was 3D6 Wargaming. I've got some pretty good news on the 3D6 Wargaming front. Later this week, the Charity Hammer objective markers that everyone saw on stream will go on sale. And $5 of every purchase will go to charity. We will, and then they don't know this yet, but we will absolutely, I guess if I'll stand over here, you guys are at least all looking at the camera. We will absolutely, next year, make one that says Charity Hammer 2.
Nice.
So that there can be a collection of these that people can have. I think that's perfect.
We'll put it in brackets.
Oh, that's true. Next year would be 3. It'd be the second mouse pad. Or they're not mouse pads. That's how I think of them. Okay, so next up, let's talk about the RTT. We call it the hardest RTT ever. It had 14 people from the top 200 of the ITC, 6 of the top 10, and we did single elimination, and we started yesterday, and it was bloody exhausting. Our final was myself versus Nick Nanavati over there, and Nick managed to take me down in a unfortunately not a super close game, but it was all right. And Nick earns, for winning, this fancy plasma pistol that has been 3D printed for us. Ooh. Now we find out. No, yes. Pew pew pew. Here it is for Nick.
Yeah, customs.
Yeah.
Never shooting this thing.
This is the second charity hammer, and the second time Nick has won an RTT. I blame Siegler.
Let the world down.
All you had to do was bring Tau. It wasn't hard. You had the models with you.
I did.
Okay. All right. We have a bunch more stuff to give away, and we're just going to kind of plow through it here. And then we're going to end up with the Sisters of Battle box set. It has already been rolled for, so don't think you're missing out if you are someone that doesn't. That we're going to read it last, but you know, is what it is. Okay. So, first of all, we have a Talos, went to Hunter Highland. We have the Red Gabo, went to Andrew Weakerly. We have Nurglings, which we didn't roll for. Let's quickly roll for some Nurglings. How many Nurglings is it, Jim?
1 box.
Okay, 1 box of Nurglings, which is going to go to everybody's favorite, Mike Emery.
Nice.
He might be everybody's favorite. I don't actually know.
That's all you need.
What's that?
Huh?
Why did you give me my Nurglings?
Oh no. What
Well, I donated them before I knew I needed another 50.
Well, that's not great then. Okay, and then we have some super sweet swag from the Hammerhead Games over here.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's more down on way more stuff, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. So what we're going to do is we're going to give out a couple of these right here. Maybe.
Here we go.
Maybe, maybe not.
That is well packaged.
While he's opening those, remember, there is the Shark Weekend GT August 29th and 30th being put on by Hammerhead Games. Check that out. Check it out on Facebook.
Sacramento, California.
He meant major.
It's gonna be a major, guys.
Yeah, that's
We have these,
I just think of everything as a GT.
which are by Hammerhead Games, and they are a turn counter and command points, and they have the Charity Hammer logo on them, which many people believe is modeled for by John Lennon.
I mean, we can't prove it's not.
You're right. They don't know that it's not. And these we're gonna do something kind of fun with. Who lost the most games on stream? What do we think?
Lost 2.
You lost 2? Anyone lose? You lost 2? Anyone lost 3? You lose 3?
Lost 3.
Anybody lose more than 3?
I lost 3.
I lost 3. No, I got a
What's
draw.
that?
I got a draw. I lost 2.
Did Jim-
I definitely lost 3.
Anybody lose 4?
I definitely did 3. Maybe 4.
I lost once.
Twice. Three.
First land?
Duco.
I think Nick, because Nick lost to Dark Angels.
I did lose to Dark.
That was a bad loss too.
All right. Well, this is your prize for learning the most. I would like to point out that I believe you were second place for losing the most last year, and I believe you're number 2 in the ITC. So this event appears to do nothing but help you be better.
Thank you.
And for me as well.
What are you guys tied?
Did we tie? I don't know. I rolled double ones.
I lose here so that
That's awesome.
no one sees me coming.
Sneaky.
It is sneaky.
It's all part of my strategy.
That's really cool.
This is a lot of these, and I don't have a great plan for giving them away. Look how great these are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a couple of these, and I'm going to include them in the giant gifts we give away. Right?
Right.
Send them with the Sisters of Battle box set, the Blood Angels box set, things like that. Okay. Who played the most streams?
John. 11.
How many did you do?
You didn't do 11.
Why not?
Did you do 11?
Yeah.
Stream games.
Are we counting the one I played against you, or just like
Sure.
when it started?
Did you play 11 games?
I played 11 games. Only 9 of them were on stream.
Anybody play more than 9 games on stream?
Still alive.
I did.
What color would you like?
I don't think I can play 9 games.
I did 8.
I would die.
Yeah, I did 8.
I would just be dead.
It's a very regal purple. Thank you.
Okay. This one's harder. We have to be honest here. This one's harder. Who slept the least?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's even arguing with Doris.
Close.
He's still sleeping right now.
By the way, guys, these are rulers that say Hammerhead Games and Charity Hammer. They have a 6-inch side, and a 9-inch side, and a 3-inch side, and a 2-inch side.
And a 1-inch.
And a 1-inch side, so that all the different measurements are handled. They are really fantastically great. I keep forgetting to use mine. And when I use it, I love it, but like I've been playing for long enough that my brain goes, no, grab a tape measure. Okay, cool. So, I would also like to give 2 of these out to the man who traveled the farthest miles. We'll give one of him, one of these.
Cool. Nice.
This is everybody's favorite Adam from the Down Under Network. He traveled the most miles. He has no shot at traveling for the most hours.
I'm not even close.
Absolutely no shot. Where's he at? Couldn't find him. Too good looking.
Aw, thanks.
All right, and we'll include these with the bigger gifts that we're sending out. Thank you so much, Hammerhead. Oh, we have even more of these. We'll figure that out. That'll be great. Okay, we have the big prize. Here it comes. Did we give away the mob rule stuff?
No.
You're just standing in front of the camera.
Sorry. Thank you.
He needed his time in the sun.
Yeah.
This is what I want everyone to
That's all
see.
that's showing. That's it. Look at those love cheeks.
Nice. Where's Danny?
Stream.
Oh, did we give away your stuff?
I think so.
I didn't do it.
I thought you gave away some of the measuring sticks on for raffles.
Is there some Forge World stuff?
I don't think so.
What about the speed painting? Get out there.
Oh, yeah. Michael, what happened?
Who won?
So, third place was Stephanie.
Nice.
Nice.
Second place was Jim. And first place was myself.
He's the one with the
You also tallied the votes. You also used the.
He also said, I don't know which one the numbers are. Just tell me which one will be like.
Which one was this? What color was it?
The blue. Which color was yours? The teal. Okay, yeah.
It was between the teal and
And the purple. And the teal and the purple. Same tulip. Yeah. Whose was the purple? Okay. It was Jim and everyone would gravitate to this to and stare and we go with it.
it was the highlight.
It just.
All right, so
Yeah.
You did the eyes. That was
Couple of course.
here we go. The Sisters of Battle box set.
That's exactly.
Drum roll.
And all of its amazement went to a PayPal account called Gamermancy.
Okay.
So, just over $12,000. I would say, I didn't actually do the math, but I would guess $1,000 to $2,000 worth of prizes were given away, would be my guess.
Did we double last year's?
We did not double last year.
Okay, very good.
But if you combine them together, we have raised just about, as a group, $19,000 for charity.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Over 2 years. All of the content, and I mean all of the content, is going to be on our YouTube channel. So you can watch all of it, or immediately it's all on Twitch. Everything's on
We're
Twitch.
never gonna be looked at again.
I don't know. I
all of my streams should have gone straight to YouTube as well. From restream.
Oh yeah, they're probably already there.
So yeah.
Okay.
And they'll be
I was
there
here for it, and I'm gonna watch all of them.
Yeah.
Even
I
mine.
watched a bunch of them last year. It's really great. So they'll all be up online. You can continue donating. The link we'll pass it on to Charity Hammer. We'll continue keeping track. In fact, I'll probably say later, in a month or so, I'll say, hey, if you donate now, you'll be in the raffle for next year. If people want to donate over the year, they can go right ahead. We will do this again next year. I don't know what we'll do differently at this exact moment. All of these lovely people will be invited back. Well, the two people I didn't want to invite back, it'd be awkward. So, let me just make sure we went through our entire list here. I'm going to reach in front of the camera and grab my iPad because I'm not organized. And let's see here. Prizes, Charity Hammer 3. Yeah,
If you forget your passport again, though, you can't come in again.
So, does anybody have anything they would like to say to everybody before we wrap this up?
Thank you.
Thank you all guys.
Who's going to be at LVO?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Come say hi.
Holy crap. Is that everybody but Darren?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
And Peter. Everybody but Darren is here?
Peter will be there.
Peter's not coming.
Yeah, it is.
No?
Oh, alright, let's hear it. Fuck it.
We have two Peters that are next to each other. It is confusing.
Yeah,
But
I was like, I'm coming. What are you talking about?
only one is a bird.
We have some bad news.
So, we're all going to be at LVO. If you enjoyed what we did this weekend, it was really for charity, but we are human beings and we do like to know that you appreciated us. So, if you could do us an absolute favor and let us know what you thought when you see us. If you have constructive feedback, we like to hear that, provided you're not a jerk about it.
Yeah.
If you would like to participate in Charity Hammer next year, the best way to find out about it is to go to facebook.com/BIFPOD. We'll continue doing updates. The other websites, the other groups that helped us this weekend was Can Hammer TV, Mr. Darren right down here in the middle, and of course the Down Under Network with Adam Camilleri right over here. What we're going to do now is some of us are going to go to the, actually we're going to clean. Sorry to break that to all of you guys, but I live here.
Yeah.
And I'm not cleaning up after all of you. After that, though, some of us are going to the airport. The rest of us are going to take Mr. Adam from Australia to the Outback Steakhouse.
First time.
Which is going to be great because nothing about the Outback Steakhouse is actually Australian.
Authentic Australian.
That's
I'm ready
right.
to see the
So,
workers'
we'll all
face
be-
like when he walks in and they hear the accent.
We'll all be at LVO. Feel free to come and say hi. I did forget one. Hey, we're almost done, and then you can talk as much as you want. I do remember that we do have one big sponsor who's very involved in this, and that's Mr. Nick Nanavati's Art of War. Nick, you have a brand new website that many of these people have not seen. Where do they go?
You go to theartofwar40k.com. I got a whole new team coming with Mark Perry and Richard Siegler, a whole bunch of other stuff. If you want to get better at 40k, if you like the streams that you saw this weekend, they're all going to be, or some of them are going to be on the Art of War website, and we're going to do weekly stuffs like that all throughout the next year. So check it out, Art of War, theartofwar40k.com.
Who? Great, thank you, Nick.
I would also say, go out, support all the creators here, whether it's Can Hammer, whether it's Down Under Network, whether it's Mob Rules,
etc.
There's so many, but go like, subscribe. They all put out amazing content. There's so much 40k content out there. It can be hard to find, like sort through the search window when you're trying to find a podcast or something to listen to. They're all putting out quality stuff. You're gonna enjoy it. Go do it.
That is absolutely wonderful. So, that's it for Charity Hammer 2, Electric Boogaloo, which we won't get to make that joke next year, and that's disappointing. Okay, I don't think there's a break in 3.
Charity Hammer 3, Siegler's Revenge.
What's that?
Charity Hammer 3, Siegler's Revenge.
Siegler's Revenge! I kind of dig that. Okay, here's the final thing. Is there any stretch goal that somebody wants to throw out for next year right now, while they're tired and not making good decisions?
20? It still stands.
Yeah, 20.
20, and we're shaving the beards.
I'll go with I'll shave. I will shave not only the beard, I will have no hair on my head whatsoever. I will go eyebrows, I will do everything.
Eyebrows!
Everything, 20 grand.
Okay, so we made about $12,000 this year. Next year, if we make $20,000, Mitch.
I will temporarily have alopecia.
The people who have alopecia might not think that's funny, but that's fine. Pickles, who has had a beard forever.
At least a decade.
Yes.
Yeah.
His beard is longer than the height of many of my dogs. And then also, you've had a beard for how long?
I have had 8 years. I did it for November, and I would shave it off, but that's 8 years, man.
Well, I'm in on this too. I've had a beard for 14 years. I'll shave it.
Oh!
my word!
I've gotten my hair loss. I'm out.
Poland's got a great beard. He's not saying anything. Nick's got a great beard. He's not saying
14 years as well.
14 years.
Yeah.
And my children have never seen me without one. They will be terrified.
My wife has never seen me without it. Yeah.
You know what? My son was 5 the last time I didn't have any kind of facial hair.
Yeah.
I don't think the gaming community as a whole hasn't seen one in about like years.
Yeah, none of
Like,
my
all my
children
local
see me
community.
So I will comment that a friend of mine from many years ago I lost track of saw this on my Facebook and messaged me and said, "Oh, I play the video games. What's this all about?" And I was talking to him and he said, "Well, I watched some of the stream. Is it just that the person with the best beard wins?" And I said, "That actually could play out."
Yeah.
And then on the final game, I did lose to Nick and I am unable to grow a beard.
I don't know. Nick beat me, and I don't know. I put my beard up against his.
Yeah.
We'd have to measure and go the oil. I mean, you gotta
We
remember,
have to measure and
I
go the
spent a lot of
oil.
money on my beard.
This is a whole part of culture that I don't know about. Okay, everybody, I'm going to come over here really quick. Thank you, everybody. We really appreciate you.